There's some kind of insecurity or insecurities that are preventing you from stepping into the highest version of you. Now, look, what I'm really hearing is that now is the time to reset your nervous system. Resetting your nervous system is very, very important for you right now because your nervous system is the gateway to your next version of you. The reason why it's the gateway to the next version of you is because it's your energetic exchange with every single thing around you. It's your connection to source. It's your connection to others and how everything and everyone is intertwined. Every life that feels love, that exudes in love, that breathes in love is connected. And it's connected to the nervous system. And I'm hearing that if you have been someone living in fight or flight mode, constantly in a state of survival mode, you haven't been able to access and tap into the highest version of your reality because your energetic exchange with the universe, with God, with everything around you hasn't been healthy. Right now, you're in an unhealthy state because your energetic system is not aligned. Your energetic system is in a state of survival mode. Because of insecurities, because of disbeliefs, because of doubts, you haven't been able to energetically transmute into the next version of you, the next version of your life, the next version of your reality because you've been stuck in the old reality. You know how I've said, if you listen along to my videos, I've said that we have several different versions of ourselves, different selves, different egos, and they live inside of us, and where they live, they exist in our nervous system. When we have the ability to transmute, change that energy inside of us, because right, energy is never created nor destroyed. It's always existing, but it can be transmuted into something else. So the energy that lives inside of us is our nervous system. And if we were to break this down, right, to what I'm talking about on a physiological level, we're talking about energetic exchange. We have a nervous system. The nervous system is built 222 on the timer. The nervous system is built upon neurons that send messages. They have synaptic clefts that grab onto another message and send this other message. And so when we have bodily responses to emotions, to feelings, to thoughts, right? Because if we backtrack and say, when we have a thought, that thought creates an emotion, and emotions create physiological responses inside of us. And sometimes, in some cases, it skips all of that because of past experiences, and we automatically have the physiological response without even having the thoughts because we've thought of that so much that it's become our baseline. So your baseline of your nervous system has become in survival. So it's preventing you from quantum leaping, from jumping into the next version of your reality. All quantum leaping is transmuting into another energy. If you don't know, that's the essence of really what it means. It's overcomplicated, but it's really jumping into a new reality because I'm hearing you're on the precipice of changing your life completely, but your nervous system, aka your insecurity, your old versions of you, your doubts, your disbeliefs are holding you back, and they're blocking the blessings that are meant to be coming in for you in this next phase of your life. This next phase of your life is really meant to be something that's drastically different than how you've been living. Because we know that how our insides are, it reflects on the outside. Everybody on the outside is a reflection of us. Everyone and everything is a reflection of us. We have more power over our reality than we may think we do. We have more control over our reality than we think we do. We don't have complete control, but we have control over certain things and how our realities end up looking for us. We just have to believe it without having the doubt, without having the fear, and we have to step into our highest version of ourselves. And how do we do that? We reset our nervous systems. We bring our nervous systems back to their original states. When we were born, our nervous systems weren't as impacted. Your nervous system is your energetic connection, your source of power to bring in the things that you want. So if you're in a energetic system of fear all the time, of survival all the time, there's no way you can call in your blessings. You have to get your energetic state prepared, right? You know, I always love making fitness analogies, right? It's like preparing for a race. When a runner is preparing to run a 5K, a 10K, whatever it may be, they have to prepare themselves physically. They have to run. They actually have to do the thing. So your nervous system has to be energetically prepared for the race of the life that you desire. Okay? Like, you have to physiologically prepare yourself. You have to be able to sit in the discomfort of all the things that you've been through. You have to be able to do subliminal work and know that I am no longer attached with those same thoughts, with those same beliefs anymore when I used to be. That's what we have to do. But like, you've been stuck in a cycle, in a loop of your old nervous system. You can't step into this new version of your life with that energy. And that energy is your nervous system. Like, we find ourselves being very anxious, nervous, fearful, and like, that means that your nervous system is not calmed down. And so if we feel that our nervous system is unsettled, uneasy, there's no way you're going to be creative, there's no way you're going to be calling in your blessings, because you can't physically call it in, or energetically call it in rather, because your magnets aren't even working. You see, your nervous system is the magnetic force that calls in all your desires. You can have your desires, but it doesn't mean they're going to come in, because you don't have the energetic tools that you need to get them and bring them in. You don't have the extra source inside of you to bring them in. I think that's the blockage with a lot of people, is that they'll be like, I want this, I want that, I desire this, I desire that. And then they have nervous systems that aren't able to pull that in. So you have to transmute this energy, this fearful energy, these insecurities, this doubt, disbeliefs. You have to transmute that energy within your nervous system, because your nervous system is your energetic exchange that you have with the universe, with God, within you. That is the connection. In order to draw it in order to draw in what you desire. But in order to draw in what you desire, you have to have a fully functioning, healthy nervous system to bring it in. You can be a powerful magnetic source once you realize how potent, how powerful your nervous system is. Your nervous system is powerful. It's powerful. It's energetic. But right now, I'm hearing that a lot of people have depleted nervous systems. You have depleted, eyes tired, boss nervous systems, and it doesn't know what to do anymore. Your nervous systems are quite confused. They're like, I'm very tired, and I'm focused more so on like keeping this body stable than energetically trying to draw in other things around me, right? So I did a bibliomancy of one of my favorite books, as always. As a Man Thinketh, we know, As a Man Thinketh, by James Allen. Love this book. Always love to read this book. So the one that I pulled up is on page 71. It's called The Way Out of Undesirable Conditions, which is absolutely perfectly aligned with this message. And everything's always aligned, especially when your nervous system is aligned with the healthier version of you, with your highest version of you. Because we all ask, like, how do I get aligned with the highest version of me? By stabilizing your nervous system. Your nervous system is your energetic exchange with your soul, the divine, and God. Okay, so the way out of undesirable conditions. Having seen and realized that evil is but a passing shadow thrown by the intercepting self across the transcendent form of the eternal good, and that the world is a mirror in which each of us sees a reflection of ourselves, we now ascend by firm and easy steps to the plane of perception, where the vision of law is seen and realized. With this realization comes the knowledge that everything is included in the ceaseless interaction of cause and effect, and that nothing can possibly be divorced from law. From the most trivial thought, word, and act of mankind up to the groupings of the celestial bodies, law regiments supreme. No arbitrary condition can, even for one moment, exist. For such a For such a condition would be the denial and annihilation of law. Every condition of life is therefore bound up in an ordinarily in harmonious sequence, and the secret and cause of every condition is contained within the self. The law, whatsoever a man sows, that shall he also reap. We know that. We know that. What you sow, you shall reap. How your nervous system is, that is how your outside world will reflect. If you're in survival mode, everything outside of you will be in survival mode. You have to understand that you are a universe, and you are your own universe. Everybody walking around is their own universe. And you decide what other universes are that you're going to attract towards you, what reality that you're going to see. You could be walking in heaven on earth, but it's up to you to make that reality. Because once I have a healthy, functioning nervous system, 1111, once I have a healthy, functioning nervous system, and I'm walking around with love, and I'm walking around in a state of abundance, and I'm walking around in a state of prosperity, and I'm walking around in a state of confidence, I'm walking around in a state of just pure consciousness, and I know that I can have anything that I desire, and I know that everything that comes to me is always walking in love as well. Guess what? That's how my reality is going to look. You start to notice that when you change your internal state, your external state changes as well, because the external is you too. Once you realize, like it said, everything around you is a reflection of you. So if you are attracting things that are like, ooh, it's a time to look inside. It's time to see where in yourself do you need to do the work. And that's a hard pill to swallow when you're attracting certain people or have certain people around you. You're like, wow, what inside me do I need to like transmute so that I don't attract that no more? That literally be me. I'll be like, what inside of me do I like need to do to like not have this around anymore? But you know, we all know polarity exists. We live in a world of polarity. We live in a world of negative and positives, right? Attractions, polar opposites, so this is a world of polarity. So things will happen that way sometimes regardless. But we know though that if it's more of the other spectrum of what we would like to attract, then we know that we definitely need to be doing some internal work and internal reflection of ourselves, because other people and other things, other situations outside of ourselves are just reflections of the things that are going on internally, and it actually will be even more blown up than the thing that's going on inside of us. So I'm hearing that you really, really, really need to get into the body, feel into your body, be comfortable in your body energetically, not just physically. You need to be comfortable in this vessel. The soul needs to be comfortable dwelling inside of the nervous system. It needs to be comfortable in this vessel, because if it's not comfortable in this vessel, it cannot do its job properly, right? That's just like if your certain organ system fails, or you have certain dysfunctions with certain kidney, pancreas, whatever it may be, it can't function properly. Now the body cannot do what it's supposed to do. You have to look at the soul as the same thing. If the nervous system is not functioning, is not healthy, the soul cannot thrive in an energetic environment within you. So if you're not providing and giving it a safe space to operate and thrive, it cannot do what it's supposed to do. And what it's supposed to do is have the power to generate and attract whatever you desire in your life. So if you're living in a state of fear, that equates to the nervous system. If you're living in a state of anxiety, that equates to the nervous system. Do you understand? So your purpose right now is you. Your purpose is to stabilize your nervous system. I'm really hearing you really need to stabilize your nervous system. I don't know how you need to do it, because every way it will be different for everybody. Maybe some need to do breath work. Maybe some need to do meditation. Maybe some need to do Reiki. Maybe some need to work out a little bit more. Maybe some of you need to just go for a walk more. You need to find a outlet that allows you to stabilize your nervous system. And you need to stop going in the same environments that are causing your nervous systems to be out of whack in the first place. I'm hearing a lot of you keep going around the same people, the same circumstances, and it's not helping you reprogram and rejuvenate and transmute your energy. You need to get out of the same environments, away from the same people, because it's not going to allow you to be a different version of yourself. Sometimes we need to get out of the environment in order to expand ourselves. I'm hearing that you're a very expansive human being. You're a very intelligent human being. You're a very loving and caring human being. You've been through a lot. And I'm hearing a lot of people have taken advantage of you, and some of you have even closed yourself off so much because you've had so many people just take advantage of you and just do these things that have closed your nervous system off, that have blocked your nervous system. But you can't allow people to shut your nervous system down because of the way they behave. They're treating you based off of how their own nervous system is manifested. So you need to come back to self. And how you come back to self is learning you again. You need to learn who you truly are, who your nervous system truly is, so that you can be in a state in which you can generate whatever you want in this lifetime. You can generate your deepest desires. And when it starts showing up, you're not going to be surprised. You're going to be like, I am a generative force that can attract anything in my life that I want to. Because that's how powerful you are. That's how magnetic you are. That's how magical you are. When your nervous system is fully functioning and operating, when my physical body is fully healthy, fully operating, my body can just function. I can breathe, I can walk, I can think, I can feel. My blood can be filtered through my liver. My pancreas can do a job. My digestive. Do you understand? That is what the soul does. It does that through the energetic exchange of the nervous system, through the functions of the neurons throughout the brain, down the back, the kundalini energy. Your nervous system runs everywhere. And when we talk about your nervous system, right, and we talk about the chakras and your different chakras in your body, you run from the root chakra to the sacral chakra to the solar plexus chakra to the heart chakra to your throat chakra to your third eye and to your crown, right? When we talk about all of those are all connected to your nervous system. So you have these things called ganglia, and the nerve cells all connect with each other in certain points of which are aligned with your chakras. Look this up if you don't believe me. Your nerves have certain things that meet up. It's called ganglia. They all meet up together, and they're like energetic points that basically run up your spine. And this is the kundalini energy. When the kundalini energy finally arises, that means you fully connected and allowed your nervous system to just flow, right? Because all chakras are energetic centers of the body, which are connected to the nervous system on a physical level. So if on a physical level, our nervous systems are in a state of fight or flight and they're in a state of survival, what do you think your energetic centers of your body are going to be? Closed off. If the energetic center of the root chakra is closed off, guess what? You're going to be living in a state of fear. You're not going to be driven. You're not going to be grounded. You're going to feel unstable. Guess what happens when your sacral chakra is blocked in your nervous system? Guess what you're going to be? There's going to be something going on with sexuality. There's going to be something going on with personal power. Guess what happens when your sacral chakra? Your sacral chakra is a space of creativity. It's your space of feeling the most aligned with the highest version of you. Right? And you go, guess what happens when your heart chakra is blocked? You're going to feel blocked off to love. It's all energetic exchanges. So the way that we can get to the root of the problems is by hitting the nervous system as a whole. So if I heal my nervous system, if I reset my nervous system, I can hit every single one of these energetic centers in my body. Whether it be through yoga, meditation, walking, exercise, breath work, whatever the case may be for me, for you, I can hit them. I need to reset my nervous system. You need to reset your nervous system so that all the energetic exchanges in your body can work and flow freely, and that your soul can flow and roll through them and attract your desires, right? You can't finish the race if the car's not working. And your nervous system is the car, and it's been broken down. It's got parts missing. It needs a new transmission. I don't know why I even thought about it. That was perfect. It needs to be transmitted. Something needs to be taken out, put it back. Something needs to be exchanged within it so that it can function and actually run the race it's supposed to be doing, right? So that's it. Focus on your nervous system. And just know when you focus on your energetic system and you focus on that and you focus on restabilizing that, you're going to have this ability to just really step into the highest version of you. Once you feel more calm, once your soul feels more calm and more safe in this energetic body, man, who knows what you're going to be able to do, but I'm excited to see it, But that's going to be the end of the message for the Light of Jah. I appreciate y'all. I really hope and know this message has deeply aligned with you. And I'm going to see y'all next time on the Light of Jah. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'm Jah, and I'll see y'all next time. Ashe and amen.